Hi, good evening, everyone. My name's Andy Culp, and I'm the Executive Director of the ARC Maryland. And we're so happy you're here with us tonight to celebrate our 2021 awards and annual meeting. And before we get started, I just want to go over a few things. Please keep yourself muted during the celebration until there are times to unmute, and you'll have opportunities to unmute because we don't want this just to be us talking at you. This is a true celebration of all the good work that's been done around the state this year. You can access closed captioning for the event through the Zoom menu, and our annual meeting will take place 5 minutes directly after this award ceremony. So so even if we're running a little early on time, we'll give you a 5-minute bio break, so don't worry about that, and then hopefully you'll continue to join us for our annual meeting. And you can check out the awards program either through the celebration pack you received or online to the link that's on the slide. Okay, great. So now I'd like to introduce you to Lori Scott, who's the Vice President of the Board of Directors for the ARC Maryland. And welcome, Lori.
Thank you, Andy, and good evening, everyone. It's great to see you, and thank you for sharing your evening with us. I'm pleased to be here on behalf of the ARC Maryland to honor those around the state who have done so much to advance the rights and quality of lives of people with disabilities and their families. I have the privilege of introducing those being honored with the Legislator of the Year Award. The Legislator of the Year Award is presented for outstanding leadership in the Maryland General Assembly on behalf of the rights of persons with intellectual and developmental disabilities. B. Rogers, the Secretary of the ARC Maryland Board of Directors, is here to say a few words about our first recipient, Senator Douglas Peters from District 23 in Prince George's County. Welcome, B.
Thank you, Lori, and thanks to everyone who is with us here tonight. It's both my honor and pleasure to present this award to Senator Douglas J.J. Peters. Senator Peters is a lifelong resident of Maryland, a dedicated military combat veteran, and a successful small business owner in Prince George's County. Representing District 23, he has been in the Senate since 2007 and serves on the Senate Budget and Tax Committee. And I'm so pleased to call him a friend. Senator Peters is an active member of our Board of Directors, and this past legislative session, he sponsored several priority bills for the ARC, 2 of which advanced with incredible guidance and help from him to become laws. These will help improve timely access to educational evaluations for children and also ensure that parents are active participants in planning for any adjustments in the IEP during times of emergency, such as the one we just had. He's been an active in the legislative planning for the Down Syndrome Day celebration and is always available for consultation when called upon. We're truly grateful to Senator Peters for his drive, his advocacy, and on behalf of Marylanders with disabilities and their families. We look forward to working with him again in 2022. Senator Peters, congratulations and thank you so much.
Senator Peters, if you're here, would you like to say a few words? Well, while we give him time to connect, we are going to go on to the new award. Arlen, please go ahead and spotlight Mike Griffith and Dorothy Plants. Good evening, Dorothy.
You're on mute, Dorothy.
I'm so sorry, but I am pleased and excited to introduce Delegate Mike Griffin, who's been one of our great champions in the delegation this year. And so I'm pleased to recognize our next honoree for Legislator of the Year, Delegate Mike Griffith of District 35B, serving Cecil and Hartford counties. Delegate Mike Griffith has lived a life of public service. During this past legislative session, Delegate Griffin pushed for extended school opportunities for students unable to fully access their educational programs during the pandemic. The education and awareness that came from these advocacy efforts helped ensure some of the federal funding received by the state would be devoted to addressing learning loss and compensatory education. He co-sponsored the Special Education Individualized Education Programs Education Evaluations Bill, HB 0716, which has now become law. Thank you. We appreciate Delegate Griffith's steadfast support to the ARC of the North Central Region and all Maryland chapters of the ARC. Please, Delegate Griffith, would you please say a few words?
Thank you so much for that introduction. This really means the world to me. Like so many of us in the special needs community, we get thrust into our advocacy. It usually starts with our own children and then expands well beyond that. And mine expanded a great deal when I became a delegate, and I found myself in a position to be able to do something that really matters for a lot of folks. When the award arrived the other night, my wife will tell you that I all but burst into tears. I held a lot back. Truly one of the greatest honors I've ever received. I really mean that. The ARC, Northern Chesapeake Region, and Sean and her team, and Andy with the ARC Maryland. It's been outstanding to work with all of you. Certainly your guidance and your advocacy on these issues has been a huge reason why me and certainly my colleagues, Senator Peters and Delegate Guyton, that we worked so closely together. You're a big part of the reason we were able to get legislation through your experience and guidance in these issues. And I just can't thank you enough. And this is just the start. We have a lot more work to do for our disabilities community. And I look forward to continuing to serve and work with the ARC to get more legislation through. I just want to show, thank you so much. Thank you for this. It means the world to me. Thank you.
Wow, so great to see you again, Delegate Griffith, and thank you for your hard work and your continued work, and look forward to what'll happen for the future and helping us to dial forward in Maryland with you. So thank you so much for your work. Since Senator Peters has now been able to join, I hope he can say a few words. Senator Peters, are you on?
I am here. How are
Awesome.
you?
Great to see you.
Very quickly, Delegate Griffith and Delegate Guyton, they have a lot more experience in this area than I do. I'm on budget and tax, so I'm a budget guy. But as many of you know, I have a grandson who has Down syndrome, and so my life has changed. He just turned 3, and I went to them and said, look, if you guys are willing to co-sponsor the bill with me, I'll do what I can on the Senate side. And a lot of it happened because of them. A lot of it happened because of Lori Scott. A lot of it happened because of Andy. A lot of meetings, a lot of setbacks, a lot of amendments, but we got it through, 2 bills through. And it was just a great opportunity to champion those individuals like yourselves who just get up every day and help people who need a voice in Annapolis. So I'm really honored to receive the award. I also want to thank Lori Morris, who was my chief of staff, who was the 2 Loris together was a very dangerous combination and yielded a whole bunch of good legislation. So I just thank you guys for your time. And obviously I serve on the board, so I see all the people working so hard to help people, and appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Senator Peters, for all your advocacy and your voice and your humbleness. And we appreciate you in lifting up the needs of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities in Annapolis. So thank you so much. And we continue to look forward to working with you. All right, I have the pleasure of introducing our final honoree for Legislator of the Year, Dr. Michelle Guyton of District 42 in Baltimore County. So not only have I get to call her friend too, so that's very nice. Delegate Guyton has been a champion for people with disabilities and their families for over 25 years. Since being elected to the Maryland House of Delegates in 2018, Michelle has proven to be a compelling leader and a fierce advocate and a public servant with a strong moral compass. Her dedicated work in Annapolis included sponsoring legislation to address a variety of unmet needs this session, especially with special education and our learning continuity plan bill, House Bill 0714. Delegate Guyton's tenacity and education of fellow legislators are helpful, and we are excited to continue to move the dial forward on disability rights matters in the General Assembly. So thank you, Delegate, for all you have done, for all your collaboration, and for your voice. I hope you'll say a few words.
Thank you so much. It is so meaningful for me to be here with all of you tonight, both as a legislator and advocate, but as Delegate Griffith pointed out, and I apologize, I have a new puppy. It's most important to me because I am a mom and of children who have needed my advocacy for 25 years. And so I just want to say thank you first to my wonderful colleagues that make it so much easier and so much less lonely to do this work supporting people with disabilities in Annapolis. Delegate Mike Griffith is an amazing partner in the House of Delegates, and I am so grateful for Senator Peters because he was able to champion and get these bills across in the Senate. And that's not an easy task, as many of us know. But the real heroes here are the people who work with the ARC Maryland. So I don't want to take up any more time because we are recognizing so many wonderful human beings who actually are the voice for the community of people with disabilities. And I am honored and I am committed to continuing the partnership with all of you over the next, hopefully many years. Thank you so much for this. And I've got mine, not only my beautiful plaque, but I'm gonna one-up Delegate Griffith and put on my hat. Thank you so much. Yay.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Laura Carr, past president of the ARC Maryland, and this next award is one that is very near and dear to my heart. It's the Lorraine Sheehan Bernard A. Gould Award for Volunteer Governmental Affairs Service. Lorraine Sheehan was my mother. Those of you who knew her knew that she was a bulldog, that she was persistent, that she never gave up, and that she always believed in my brother's ability to do whatever he set his heart on. She believed that everybody with disabilities should have the opportunity to live a fulfilling life with a great job and friends and a social calendar that's really full. And I have to tell you, that's what the life that my brother has. It goes without saying that I feel very privileged to be here to announce the Lorraine Sheehan Bernard A. Gould Award for Volunteer Governmental Affairs Service. This award is presented to an individual who has demonstrated outstanding service in governmental affairs in one or more of the association's priority goal areas. Our 2021 honoree is Ms. Dorothy Plants. Since her son Matthew began receiving supports from the ARC Howard County in 2003, Dorothy has been an active and vital volunteer with the ARC. During the 2021 legislative session, Dorothy played an instrumental role in advocacy, which resulted in additional slots for Maryland's autism waiver. She organized families and partner nonprofit representatives to write letters to legislators outlining the importance of the waiver and other initiatives of the Maryland Department of Education. Dorothy is a purposeful and deep thinker and that can see things from multiple angles. She is a true defender of individual rights and is a champion with and for people with IDD to live their best lives. Thank you, Dorothy.
Dorothy, I think you're on mute.
Thank you. It's very humbling knowing Lori's mother over the years to receive this award. And I just really want to remind all of us, we know tonight, it takes a village. working together to advocate for individuals with IDD. So I really want to thank the ARC of Maryland team for keeping us focused and organized. And I want to thank the Howard County Autism Society, who provided testimony and letters of support for the many bills this session. That's why we were able to garner some more individuals off that waiting list. Thanks to Kim and Lori for all their work on education and keeping us informed. And I would like to thank all the self-advocates, our community, and our legislative champions for supporting people and with IDD and their families. And thank you to Cindy Parr and Barbara Moyer for nominating me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dorothy. It's been a true pleasure to work with you, and I hope we can continue on that journey. I have the honor of announcing the recipient of the Outstanding Advocate of the Year Award, Ms. Natoya Mitchell. Natoya Mitchell has helped advance critical services for Marylanders with IDD as the statewide coordinator of self-directed services with the Developmental Disabilities Administration. With an increasing number of Marylanders choosing to self-direct their services each year, Ms. Mitchell has worked to make self-directed services a more accessible option for people with IDD and families to achieve greater independence and control of their lives. Natoya has assisted thousands of people with IDD through her focus and tenacity to improve services, remove barriers, and increase opportunities. So thank you, Natoya, for all of your advocacy and work on behalf of people with disabilities and their families, and congratulations. So I think Natoya is here. And Natoya, if you're having any trouble unmuting, go ahead and put something in the chat and we'll give it about a few more seconds and then we'll come back to you if we need to. Okay, I think we'll be coming back to Natoya. Lori, I'll pass it back to you.
Great. As a mother who's supporting her daughter to self-direct, thanks again, Natoya, for the work that you're doing as you help lead us in this way in Maryland. The Employer of the Year Award is presented to a private employer, business, or firm with an exceptional record and ongoing commitment to provide competitive employment opportunities for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. This year, we're pleased to honor Autumn Woods Collective and Bed Bath & Beyond of Bel Air. Autumn Woods Collective, a woodworking shop in Westminster, has been a member of the ARC Carroll County's community since 2018. During that holiday season, they hired an individual that the chapter supports on their production team in a temporary role. It did not take long for Autumn Woods to upgrade the employee to a permanent position after seeing his artistic skills and the value that the employee brought to the team. Following a pause in work and an ownership change during the pandemic, Tyler Augenbaugh, the Director of Operations for Autumn Woods Collective, wanted to ensure that the employee was set for a successful return. He welcomed the supported individual back to the team with natural supports to thrive in the changing and new environment. Tyler offered him new opportunities for the employee to showcase skills. Thank you, Tyler. Bed Bath & Beyond in Bel Air has been an ideal employer for the ARC Northern Chesapeake region to partner with over the past year. They've been an excellent employer to two individuals supported by the chapter's Employment Services Program. Throughout the pandemic, Bed Bath & Beyond remained flexible and accommodating with their training, communication, and the work schedule for their employees. Their staff and environment have been friendly, supportive, and positive, creating wonderful employment experiences for the supported individuals. When there are any needs, concerns, or praises, Bed Bath & Beyond has been quick to communicate with the employment services in NCR. Sorry, it's my place there. Okay, joining us to accept these awards for Autumn Woods Collective and Bed Bath & Beyond are Tyler Augenbaugh, Sebastian Doris, and Sean Cross will be here on behalf of the Bed Bath & Beyond. So thank you. Would you each like to say a few words?
Hi, yeah, thank you so much for recognizing us. As part of being an owner for Autumn Woods, it's been just really important for me to make sure that everybody who walks in these doors has like a safe, inclusive place to work. And it's been amazing to watch our employees grow. So thank you so much.
And I'm here for Deanna from Bed Bath & Beyond, and hearing the descriptions of what Tyler and your company did and what Bed Bath & Beyond have done is being flexible and being open to what the abilities are of the people that we support for employment. And so Deanna is very upset that she's not here. She got called to the floor tonight. But she will be taking pictures and posting on social media, and she is so grateful for the opportunity that ARC Maryland has provided in this award. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Sean, and thank you all to our wonderful employers. You do so much for us, and we hope it's a good partnership. Next, we recognize the 2021 recipient of the Stanley S. Seidel Bill Ogie Jr. Memorial Citizenship Award. This award honors an individual with intellectual or developmental disabilities for outstanding participation in or contribution to their community. I'm so pleased to announce that Mr. Matthew Plants is our 2021 honoree. Matthew Plants is a lifelong advocate for Marylanders with IDD. Recently, he's focused on vaccine advocacy, encouraging people with intellectual and developmental disabilities to get the COVID-19 vaccine. He's a board member of he's a board member of the Howard County Autism Society, a graduate of Maryland's Partners in Policymaking program along with his mom, and a well-known member of the ARC Howard County's community. His friendly presence and eagerness to strike up a conversation make Matthew hard to forget. Matthew's also a regular in Annapolis, participating each year in Calendar Day and DD Day at the legislature, where he strengthens his personal relationships with legislators. During any call for action during session, Matthew is on the front line of the grassroots advocacy, eager to know more about what steps to take to advocate with and on behalf of Marylanders with IDD. Thank you, Matthew, for all you do, and we look forward to all you will continue to do in the future.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you, Andy. I was truly honored when I found out I was nominated, and when I found out I was selected, I was humble. I would like to thank Cindy Parr for nominating me, and I look forward to always working with the ARC. I mean, I love the organization, but truly, I do not do this for the recognition. I do it because, frankly, people like me sometimes get left out of the conversation, and I don't think that's right. So, thank you.
Well, you are very right, Matthew, and congratulations again on your award. I am pleased to now announce the recipients of the of the Professionals of the Year Award. This award recognizes community professionals that have demonstrated sensitivity and the ability to provide outstanding quality service to increase independence and inclusive lives for people with IDD. This year, I'm pleased to recognize both Ilva Richardson and Therese Thiedemann for this distinctive honor. Ilva Richardson is a teacher specialist for Frederick County Public Schools. Along with her many responsibilities, she served as Frederick County's Autism Waiver Program Manager for nearly 2 decades, supporting the initial implementation of the waiver program. Ilva partners with the ARC of Frederick County to connect families with resources during their wait. Together, they provide information on DDA services, access to alternative supports, and parent and sibling support groups. With Ilva going above the call of her duties, we're honored to celebrate her impact on the Frederick County community. Thank you, Ilva. Therese Thiedemann is the Program Director for Southern Maryland Community Resources, Inc., where she works to connect people in the community through a variety of social, recreational, and educational opportunities. During the pandemic, SMRC developed an Arts for All program, encouraging people to creatively express themselves through art using a supply kit that was provided to participants prior to each class. This was incredibly important to provide a creative outlet for their expression. We thank Therese for helping so many of our people with IDD and their families get through such a difficult time. With that, Ilva and Therese, thank you and congratulations, and I hope you'll say a few words. We'll start with Ilva.
Thank you. I would like to thank Aaron Stevens and the ARC of Frederick County for the nomination, and the Maryland ARC for selecting me for the Community Professional of the Year Award. Thank you. I love my plaque. It's beautiful. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Lindy Waldbauer of ARC Southern Maryland for the nomination. And I just want to say, I went ahead and I wrote this down like was suggested. So I'm grateful for and humbled by this award. I accept this on behalf of the entire SMCR team. It's truly a team effort behind all that we do. Without the efforts of other contracted workers, the vision of our volunteer board members, the willingness of so many community volunteers to share their expertise with our members, the generosity of our financial supporters, and above all, the enthusiasm of the SMCR members as they attend our events, there'd be no reason for any recognition. There's definitely an awesome team behind all that SMCR does. But I'm also very grateful for the camaraderie of the employees of partnering organizations, such as the Zoom masters of the ARC Southern Maryland, who generously shared their time and expertise with me so SMCR could continue to serve our friends with disabilities throughout the pandemic. Thank you so much, and sincere congratulations to all those being recognized here tonight.
Thank you both for everything that you've done. It sounds like some fantastic opportunities have come out of this pandemic, and you've really taken the bull by the horns here. So I appreciate you. Next, we have the Outstanding Employee of the Year for Administration and Program Management Award. And this year, we are presenting this award to Lori Miller. This award is presented to an employee of the ARC in Administrative Program Management who's made the greatest contribution to his or her organization and the mission of the ARC through both personal and professional efforts. As the Director of Support Management at the ARC Baltimore, Lori plays a major role in the chapter's community living program, where she's worked for over 2 decades. During the pandemic, Lori supported the organization wherever and whenever needed. She scoured for cleaning supplies, covered overnight shifts, and provided emotional support to residents and staff. As the year went on and community needs shifted, Lori too adjusted her focus and skills to wherever she was needed. She helped train new staff members, communicated the needs of supported individuals with DDA, and volunteered at 7 vaccine clinics held by the chapter. Lori's determination to provide the best support possible makes her invaluable to the chapters, their staff, and the many people they support. Thank you, Lori, for serving as a model for how we should all behave and treat one another, and congratulations on your award.
Thank you so much. I'm so very fortunate to have such a fantastic ARC team and the greater, broader ARC team that gives us such a great mission, helps us accomplish everything that we do, and to be part of individuals' lives. This past year has been really hard, and it warms my heart at the strength of everybody and all the tenacity everybody has shown. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Lori. Earlier this morning, we honored the 2021 Chapter Volunteers of the Year with a breakfast celebration. The Chapter Volunteers of the Year highlighted in your programs have each shown incredible dedication to the ARC's mission through their distinguished service. I am pleased to share now some highlights from our breakfast event and want to thank these amazing people for all they do once again.
thanks, Luke and Andy, for the highlights from this morning. It was certainly great to see everyone as the chapter volunteers of the year. So it's now time to present the awardees of the School Inclusion Award. This award recognizes a school teacher, an educator, an administrator, support personnel, or other education professional who has demonstrated excellence in providing quality, inclusive educational opportunities for students with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Once again, the awards committee selected one professional from primary school level and one from the secondary school level for this recognition. Sarah Wagner is a special education teacher at Folger McKinsey Elementary School and always has the students' strengths in mind as she helps to build out their individualized educational plans. Before the start of the school year, Sarah's even sent out personalized notes to incoming students detailing each step of the day to help ease their nerves and get students excited for what's to come. Sarah's been a breath of fresh air to parents going through the IEP process, consistently collaborating with parents, which becomes increasingly vital, especially in our recent times of virtual learning. Sarah's also fostered an inclusive culture in the school through the Positivity Project. The inclusion and acceptance seen by students under Sarah's guidance are a direct testament to her work, and for that, we cannot thank you enough. Meredith Weil is an 8th grade counselor at Northern Middle School in Hagerstown, where she's been an instrumental advocate for inclusion at her school. Meredith has organized and incorporated the ARC Maryland's Together We're Better program in school activities during each of the past 2 school years. She organized a school-wide assembly for the student body to learn from advocates with IDD about inclusion and has shared program resources on posters throughout the school halls. Her guidance was on full display in 2021 as a Northern Middle School student took first place in the middle school art contest. Thank you, Meredith, for championing school inclusion efforts at Northern Middle School. So Sarah, if you'd like to say a few words, followed by Meredith.
Sure. Thank you so much for this recognition. It means a lot to me. I'm very grateful to be a part of a school community that values all students and inclusion. Our staff works very, very hard to intentionally plan for the needs of the students. My administration trusts me to contribute to some significant school-wide decisions that support my goals of inclusion. I'm going to continue to provide inclusive opportunities for all students so that they can be educated alongside their peers. Thank you so much for this award. It means a lot to me.
Thank you so much to the ARC of Maryland and especially to Sharon Doles for her support at our school and for the nomination. And I just wanted to say thank you to my team at Northern Middle to their commitment to equity and inclusion. This was definitely a group effort.
Thank you both for championing inclusion in our schools and for all you do for our students and their families. Next, we have the Catalyst Awards. The Catalyst Awards convey official acknowledgement, honor, and appreciation to individuals who have made significant contributions and/or sacrifices on behalf of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The recipients shall have demonstrated unprecedented, tireless work and/or proposed creative solutions to prevent illness and encourage continued physical and emotional health of people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families. I'm so pleased to recognize the 2021 honorees of this award, Mr. Rob Malone and Mr. Troy Van Scoy. Rob Malone is the Executive Director of the ARC Prince George's County. From the very start of the pandemic, Rob eased the trepidation and uncertainty in his community through clear communication and quick action. He organized regular meetings with staff, individuals, and families, and invited local and state leaders to share the latest health updates and garner feedback from stakeholders. With the health of the community in mind, Rob established a COVID response team to monitor group homes and started a model vaccine clinic that administered over 1,700 doses in the community. He also established a partnership with county government to use the ARC's vans to distribute groceries and safety supplies to county residents in need. His quick thinking not only benefited his community, but also created the opportunity for the ARC to rehire some of their drivers who had previously been out of work. Through tremendous determination, grace, and care, Rob was truly a catalyst for change during the pandemic. Troy Vanskoy is the Executive Director of the ARC Washington County. Troy has been an outstanding leader for his chapter and community through his tireless work to support individuals, their families, and their staff during the pandemic. Troy ensured clear communications with the community, established an internal task force, held town hall meetings for staff, and advocated for proper PPE for the organization's staff and supported individuals. Beyond the ARC, he extended the organization's reach and partnership into the greater Washington County community, working with the County Health Department to use the ARC Washington County's building as a vaccine clinic open to other provider agencies in Western Maryland and the general public to ensure a safer and healthier community. As the Maryland Conference of Executives of the ARC's chairperson, he has led MCE through a unique year of advocacy efforts and relaying of information. Thank you, Troy, for everything. And I now invite Rob and Troy to say a few words.
All right, I guess since you mentioned my name, I'll go first here, and Troy will do a lot better. But Andy, let me first thank you, and I want to also thank the Board of Directors for ARC Maryland for this wonderful award. I actually feel really good because I'm seeing so many chat notes that just say congratulations. So thank you guys for that and the appreciation. I want to also just acknowledge, I believe our board chair, Adeyinka Ogunlagan, is on the line, who also has led us extremely well at the board level through this past year and will continue to lead for one more year as our board president. Our board secretary is also on the line, Mr. Jim Stockton. I see a couple staff out there. I saw Shay and I saw Elizabeth Graham. So thank you all for all the things you could be doing tonight. I appreciate you tuning into this. And I'll just briefly say that what is exciting to me about tonight and looking at the honorees and hearing about what they've contributed to the ARC Maryland and the movement in the state is it just makes me think about a whole bunch of us having oars in the water and rowing in the same direction. And because there are so many of us in so many places throughout the state, contributing in so many different ways, we are creating I suppose I will say, a major wave or a tidal wave because of all that activity. And so I'm glad to just simply be a part of it. And I'll finally just say thank you to my executive team who really has stepped up as well this year. I accept this award really on behalf of the ARC Prince George's County, and I feel honored to also serve among some amazing executive directors across the state like Troy.
So I guess, Andy, this is where I'll jump in. Let me first start by congratulating Rob and the rest of the award winners tonight. I don't believe any of us set out to do this work to garner accolades or awards. We do it because we love the mission, the work, and the people we serve. Having said that, I'm sincerely grateful for the recognition, a recognition that I share with all of the people that helped me and the ARC of Washington County through a very turbulent year. First, let me say thank you to the ARC of Washington County Board, who listened, supported, and guided during an unprecedented year. A thank you to the ARC's Capital Campaign Committee, who through their dedication and commitment changed the future of the ARC of Washington County and the people we support. The entire ARC of Washington County team, who covered shifts, got vaccinated, shuttled people to get vaccinated, obtained and distributed PPE, set up and covered vaccine clinics, and who listened, supported, and cared for one another. To the Washington County Health Department, Meritorious Medical Center, who listened and responded to our tireless advocacy for our staff and the people we support. To my MCE colleagues who listened, advocated, compared notes, vetted, and shared ideas, I appreciate the friendship, partnership, and our shared missions. And finally, to my family who put up with long hours and sometimes a cranky husband and dad, thank you.
thank you both, Rob and Troy, for your excellent leadership and for pursuing everything that needed to happen during this time of the pandemic. We really appreciate you. And so I understand that Ms. Mitchell, Latoya Mitch, has joined us now. And so I just wanted to give her a few moments as our Outstanding Advocate of the Year to say hello.
Hi, I just want to say, I'm sorry, you're able to hear me and see me fine? Perfect. Just want to say thank you so much on behalf of the ARC Maryland and my DDA family. I appreciate all of you and thank you so much for your advocacy and support. I'm joined here with some of my family. We also have some family that is joining us from different places around the US. So again, thank you to my extended family for joining in. And again, for the opportunity to serve you as the Advocate of the Year.
Thank you again, Latoya, for your work. And I have a daughter that needs self-direction and has supports through that too. So we thank you for all that you do. So now we honor the recipients of the Gilbert John Zucchi Direct Support Professional of the Year Award. Each chapter of the ARC in Maryland selected one direct support professional for statewide honor and recognition. The DSP selected is deemed to exemplify the qualities of Gil Zucchi, including devotion beyond the call of duty, warm personal relationships, respect, thoughtfulness, and fairness in relationships with persons with developmental disabilities. Please watch the video now with me and refer to the programs to read all about all their contributions and accomplishments of these truly outstanding awardees.
My name is Ephraim Sahle. I am honored to receive the Direct Support Professional Award from the ARC Maryland. I love my job and I enjoy supporting people with developmental disabilities to find meaning in their lives. I am grateful to both the ARC Maryland and the ARC Baltimore for recognizing me with this award. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Hank with the ARC of Carroll County. Thank you so much for this award. I appreciate the honor. I have been with the ARC for about 5 years. The most rewarding aspect of my work is when I am able to share in someone's life and help them accomplish a small desire, such as starting a Facebook page or selling their art. And also when I am able to help them laugh, smile, and just to be happy. This is why I come to work every day. Again, I appreciate the honor. Thank you.
I'm happy to be here to accept this award. What I'm most proud of is the fact that, I have people that look up to me as a leader. My staff, but most importantly, the individuals that I work with. They look up to me because they know that they're safe and that I'm somebody that's going to make sure that they're okay. I'd like to thank our CEO, Jonathan Randall, Angela DeMorlang. I'd like to thank my supervisor, Nikki Jones. I'd like to thank my staff, but most importantly, the ARC as a whole.
I'd just like to thank the ARC of Maryland for the DSP of the Year Award. I'm representing all of the ARC of Howard County DSPs who are recognized for their dedication and commitment to the people we serve during COVID pandemic and every day.
I want to say thank you to all the individuals that voted for me for this award. I'm honored to have this, to get this award. And a special thank you to Derry and Doug for their input in this. And it's been a challenging year, but it's been a good year. We're all here today together to celebrate this day. And again, thank you to everyone.
First, I would like to thank my supervisor, Rihanna Dawson, for nominating me for this award. I'm honored and blessed to be a part of the ARC team. I love my job, the staff, the people I support. Also, I'd like to thank my previous employer, Hillary Scroggins, and all the personal support team. You guys are amazing and have been amazing through this journey. Again, just thank you, and I really appreciate you all, and be blessed.
Hello, my name is Matthew. I work at the ARC of PG County. I want to thank God for making it possible for me to receive this award. It's an honor. And I also thank every person involved in helping me to get this award. Thank you.
My name is John Goff. I've been employed with the ARC Southern Maryland for 8 years, almost 8 years. I got to know the ARC through my mother, who received service through the ARC for a number of years. By helping her, my passion grew. I'm now enrolled in the new DSP2 class, which is helping me to become a better advocate for the individuals that I support. I love what I do, and thank you for honoring me with this award.
Well, this award has been a total surprise to me. I have learned a lot from the people that I've worked with, and I hope that they've learned a lot from me over the years. It's meant a great deal to me. I've met a lot of wonderful people here, and it's been a pleasure and an honor to have worked for the ARC, and to still be working for the ARC. And I thank you all.
All right, we do have 2 more awards to be bestowed tonight, but before we do, take a little pause.
And you can go on with the rest, Lori.
Okay, sorry. So we want to invite everyone to, on the Zoom call tonight, to either unmute for a minute and say thanks to everyone here for our DSPs, or fill up the chat with your personal words. So each of these individuals have contributed vital and life-sustaining support to people with developmental disabilities this year, and we would never be able to thank them enough. So thank you all, but let's try to show our appreciation.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
Good job, all you guys.
Very much for what you do.
Congratulations, everybody. We love you, Bonnie Bowman.
Congratulations, everyone. All right.
All right, I think this is me now. Thank you, Lori. I'm a little wonky, sorry about that. The final 2 awards this evening are the Legacy Award and the President's Cup. The Legacy Award is presented on those occasions where the individual's lifetime work leaves a legacy for the future and mission of the ARC. Sue Ratman has been with the ARC Northern Chesapeake region for 28 years, dedicating her career to supporting people with intellectual and developmental disabilities and their families. Sue is incredibly proud of the support she has given to students to leave segregated settings and truly thrive in their ideal lives, fully included in the community. She always sees the potential in others, supporting them in molding their vision for the future into a reality, setting personal goals and recognizing their own potential. Sue has also been a rock for family support services, educating parents on the options and rights of their children. Her resources have been invaluable to over 1,000 families, easing them through the anxieties of navigating special education. While Sue's roles have changed, her drive and vision remain unwavering. Through countless family-supported program initiatives, trainings, calls, and visions raised to fruition, Sue Ratman's entire career is a crowning achievement of helping individuals with IDD and their families. Her presence at the ARC will be dearly missed as she has retired, but the impact she made will be felt for decades. Thank you, Sue, for leaving an incredible legacy and path for us all to follow.
Thank you. This was really hard to sum up in just a minute or two, but I feel honored and privileged to have been nominated and selected for the ARC Maryland Legacy Award. And while I am excited to have received this award, a part of me was really sad that my son Adam and my parents are no longer alive to celebrate with me. My biological family is really small. The next thoughts were how truly large my ARC family is. After 28 years at the ARC Northern Chesapeake, this family that I chose has been there for me through many challenges and heartaches. While I truly appreciate this award, and it is absolutely awesome, my grandson has already asked if I will leave it to him so he can have it. I don't know what I would have done without the guidance, support, and opportunities and the care that was given to me by this ARC family. I can't give them all an award, but I can offer my heartfelt thanks and appreciation for everything that have given to me. So while I truly appreciate the award and will treasure it, it's all of the people that I've come to know through the ARC that I truly value and will take with me through the rest of my life. Thank you.
Awesome, Sue, and congratulations. Thank you for your steadfast work over all the years for the ARC. As Vice President of the Board of Directors of the ARC Maryland, I'm pleased to announce the recipient of the President's Cup Award, our organization's highest distinction. This award is selected each year by the board president and honors those who have contributed to the mission and the vision of the ARC. The award is akin to a Lifetime Achievement Award. While this year's recipient still has much more in her and ahead of her, what she has accomplished so far in her career is phenomenal. Our president was unable to be here with us tonight, but I'm pleased to act on his behalf to announce that Beatrice Rogers is the ARC Maryland's 2021 President's Cup awardee. B. Rogers has supported thousands of people with disabilities and their families throughout her local community and state over her 5 decades of service. Early in her career, Bee worked in county and state levels of government, focusing on disability policy, equity, and rights. Later, Bee became the first executive director of the Resource Connections, a service coordination organization that assisted people with IDD to lead and live their best lives. The organization served as a model for others to follow, embracing a fully centered and family-centered approach to care coordination. Following the organization's establishment and short-lived retirement, Bee joined the ARC Prince George's County as a public policy coordinator, facilitating membership participation in governmental affairs activities in local, state, and federal levels. After several years, Bee again retired and reemerged in the advocacy scene, this time working with the Prince George's Provider Council to become a leading force of advocacy in the county. Throughout her distinguished career and life, Bee has been a beacon of hope and support for many people. Her unselfish, untiring, and unwavering commitment to the ARC's mission and work has resulted in several advances, including increased community funding for services, protections and advancements of rights, reduced barriers to care, and increased measures for governmental accountability. While we know Bee feels her work is never done, we cannot honor her enough. She is truly deserving of our highest award, the President's Cup. Congratulations, Bee.
Thank you so very much, Lori. I am so honored and humbled to be the recipient of this prestigious award from the ARC Maryland. My experiences with the ARC over the years have given me such an appreciation of the work that we all do, and also the many, many accomplishments of those who came before us. I think it's important for me to acknowledge those who have set the roadmap for our advocacy work, for they are some of the visionaries in our field. In addition, accepting this award, I must also honor those who have received the President's Cup in the past. They are certainly part of my inspiration for our mission and vision. My many opportunities to work with the ARC have provided me with wonderful experiences and learnings, a great cadre of colleagues and friends. I have been so pleased to work with such a great team throughout my involvement with the ARC, and never more so than with the current team of staff, board, and advocates who are making such a difference day in and day out. My accomplishments are because of the teams we have had, for it's truly rare that one accomplishes much alone. I certainly think we have had a great team this year with so many board members, volunteers, staff, and committees, and others rising to the occasion during this unprecedented crisis that we face. I am pleased to be a part of the ARC family. Again, I want to express my sincere appreciation for this wonderful award, which by the way is beautiful. I'm going to try to show it to you as I end my comments, but I do want to thank the ARC again for the President's Cup. And Luke, I don't know if it will show up, but I'll give it my best shot. There it is. And Andy, you'll be pleased to know that I found something to wear that matches. Thank you again.
And thank you, Bea, for being such an incredible mentor and friend to me over the years, and for, gosh, for so much that you've done for our community and just so many people around you. You're a blessing. Wow, this is what a night, right? We're incredibly grateful to the 2021 statewide award recipients for your service and your work in fulfillment of our mission to create a world where children and adults with intellectual and developmental disabilities have and enjoy equal rights and opportunities. Although this portion of our evening together is coming to a close, now we hope you will remain online for our annual meeting, which will start after a short break. And I invite you to now all return to gallery view in your Zoom. So if you've not already done so, you can throw your streamers. They're in your little package, and these things are awesome because they go really far, but they don't make that big of a mess. So we can throw them together and an expression of thanks and appreciation for all of our honorees. And then we will take a 15-minute break and hope to see you back here in 15 minutes for the start of our annual meeting. So thank you all. Go ahead and unmute and give congrats.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everybody.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Old Forest City Hall is dead.